this has a high probability of being really ugly. Yeah, so that happened last night. I got a leak. A leak on the primary of the Road King, and I need to service the forks. To my knowledge, they have never been serviced. And this bike has $75,910 miles. So this has a high probability of being really ugly. This is a aftermarket battery. It's a Duracell from Batteries Plus. What they refer to as the gray case, which I guess is made in the United States, or was. So it requires this little tiny spacer. If I'm not careful, I will drop into the depths of hell. It's just a little brass spacer right here. That allows the cable to come up, because the Harley terminals are flush with the edge of the case, and these are not. And what I'll typically do with these is take it off and put it into the top so I don't lose it. Tuck the cable down there where it's not going to make contact. Okay, battery cable's disconnected. Now I can get into figuring out what I have to do to get this nacelle off. All look good. So I'm going to start by removing the cap. I already got in there with the special little socket, which isn't so much necessary for getting it off, but it's going to come in pretty handy for applying the proper torque. Now there's a washer that needs to be replaced. Rubber washer, and it hides down in here. I'll get my screwdriver and pop that out. Looks like a lot like a washer off a garden hose, but that seals up that cap. Glass cleaner on there. Some of the shmoo off. You can see this one's been leaking around the top a little bit. And a little more glass cleaner for lube. up. The socket. Got that loose. Now this time I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way out and I'll take it over and throw it in the vise. Got these cool little clamp things off eBay. Up, sit down at a 45. Just lamp her on down. Now she no movie. Okay, I'm going to take the cap off, but there's a spring in here and it's under tension, so I'm going to have to really push against it as I do this. Making sure not to stick my face over it. Getting kind of close. There we go. Okay, got the bolt out of the bottom. Washer came with it. My favorite pry driver. Release this circlip. The old one, you can just bend it to separate it and get it around. You don't want to bend the new one to put it on. We are apart. Inside here is the cup. It goes on the end of that. Clamped. Getting your rod and spring on the bottom. I'm going to be replacing this little band right there and cleaning this up. Change out the O-ring on your top cap. Clean up your top cap. numbers on the seal. Seal's made in Japan. Cool. This seal's a K, 1937. And slide that on the top, number side up. This beefy progressive rate spring. The close coils were down, so that's how I'll put it back together. Our 11.1 ounces of oil in here. A fork oil in the O-ring. Make sure she is clamped firmly to the vise because we're putting a lot of pressure on this. Hope this goes better than yesterday. Let's make sure we're going set to go the right direction. Oh, first time, yeah! Okay, perfect. There you go. Pop off there. Back in the shop where to make the parts run. And the reason I had to make parts run is it only had 3 of the 7 screws in it to retain the headlight. So I only needed 6 because we're missing a couple of them, but this will definitely be better than it was. for probably the first time since it left the factory. It's got new fluid in the shocks, all new bushings. Looking forward to seeing how it rides, but I'm not going to be riding it anytime soon. It's got a primary leak or transmission leak. It's leaking somewhere back there. I got to figure out where and fix that. But that's not going to stop me from riding this next week. I'll be taking a trip with the Electra Glide. A couple of 2-3 days in the rain, maybe in the snow, who knows. But that'll be coming up on the next video. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. We'll see you next time.